In this video, we're going to explore a feature that lets you build powerful planning forms that combine timing, music, questions, and notes into one seamless experience. Everything starts with a planning template. You can create a reusable template for your account by going to Setup and selecting Planning Templates. From there, you can add sections, and within each section, add as many items as you would like. Each item can be customized with a title, description, and even an optional cover photo. This is where it gets really powerful. When you build an item, you can toggle on any combination of 5 different options. The first is time selection. Turn this on when you want the client to assign a specific time to that item. Next is music. If this part of the event includes song selections, you can enable music and optionally set a song limit to cap how many selections clients can make. You can also choose how clients interact with the music by selecting the music engagement mode. Selecting Must Play adds a tappable heart icon next to each song, allowing clients to mark the ones they want you to prioritize. You can optionally set a limit on how many songs they can mark. The voting option displays a like button next to each song, allowing all clients with access to the planning form to vote for their favorites. Each song shows a running like count, making it easy to see what's most popular, and you can sort the list based on these votes. Choosing None disables music engagement entirely. Heart icons are hidden, and clients cannot like or mark songs as must play. Finally, you can optionally attach a custom recommended playlist, which will appear as suggested songs when clients are making selections for this specific part of the event. The next option is Questions, which allows clients to provide more detailed information for that specific part of the planning form. When adding a question, you can choose from over 15 different question types, giving you a lot of flexibility in how you collect information. You can use single-line text for short answers like names, multi-line text for longer responses, and drop-downs, checkboxes, or multiple choice options for structured selections. If you need the client to select from a list of images such as monograms or uplighting colors, you can use the image selection type. This allows you to upload images with descriptions for them to choose from. There are also built-in field types for phone numbers, email addresses, websites, and date and time inputs. If you need files from your client, you can add image uploads or file uploads, and for linking out to third-party websites, you can use buttons that redirect to a URL of your choosing. You can even collect feedback with a star rating or embed a YouTube video directly into the form for reference or inspiration. By choosing genre selection, any genres you have configured in your client portal settings will display as a list for the client to choose from. The final question type we will mention here is a list of services. This allows you to choose any of the packages and add-ons you have configured in DJ Planning Center to display as options for the client to select. This is great for upsell opportunities by asking if the client is interested in any other additional services you offer. If they answer this question, you can follow up with them to add it to their booking. The next option is Client Notes. Enabling this gives your client a space to add any extra details that may not be covered by music selections or questions. Finally, there are Staff Notes. These notes are only visible to you and your team, making them a great place to add internal reminders, planning notes, or follow-ups from meetings throughout the planning process. When this Allow Marking Item Complete option is enabled, a checkbox appears at the bottom of the item, giving clients the option to mark it as complete, even if some fields are left unfinished. This is especially useful when certain questions or music selections don't apply, but the client still wants to move forward and reflect full progress. There's also a high level of customization when it comes to permissions. You can set global permissions that apply to the entire item, or you can get more granular and control permissions for time, music, questions, and notes individually. When configuring permissions, you can choose exactly which staff roles and client roles are allowed to view or edit each part. This gives you full control over who can make changes and who can simply view information at every stage of the planning process. If all of the client roles are deselected, that item is considered a staff-only item and will only be visible to you and any other assigned staff members who have permission. When creating a section, you can also decide whether staff and/or clients are allowed to add, remove, or reorder items within the section. This is especially useful for sections that include time-based items, allowing the timeline to be easily rearranged or modified. As you can see, the options for configuring the planning form are endless. Once you've created a template, you can assign it to an event. After it's assigned, you can customize it at the event level without affecting your original account template. perfect for making small, event-specific adjustments. You can also switch templates at any time, insert individual sections from another template, or even save the current event setup as a new account template. By scrolling through the planning form, you can easily see important information. Icons appear above each item to show whether time selection, music, questions, or notes are enabled. If an item includes questions, a progress bar will display at the bottom to track completion. A yellow icon in the top corner indicates the item is still in progress, while a green check mark means it's complete. Tap into any item to update its planning details. Depending on how the item is configured, you'll see options for timing, music, questions, and notes. Songs can be reordered, and either heart or like buttons will appear based on the selected music engagement mode. If the Allow Marking Item Complete option is enabled in settings, clients can mark the item as complete, overriding the progress bar. When this happens, the main screen updates to show the item as complete, along with how many questions were skipped. When viewing the event from the admin side, you can instantly switch between any assigned clients or staff members to preview exactly how the planning form appears from their perspective. At any time, you can select Preview to view the entire planning form in a single, consolidated layout. Display settings allow you to toggle specific information on or off, or filter the form to only show items that have an assigned time. Once your display settings are locked in, you can download a PDF of the information. The planning process can be fully managed through the mobile app as well. A progress bar displays at the top and all items can be viewed and configured below. Selecting any item will enter the planning flow. Navigation buttons at the bottom let clients move smoothly between items across all sections, creating a seamless planning experience. When selecting music, clients can search for individual songs or browse any recommended playlist you've provided. By selecting the import option, they can also bring in playlists from Spotify, Apple Music, or a custom link. Once songs are selected, they can easily reorder them and add optional notes to clarify any details. As questions are completed, a green check mark appears to indicate progress. This updates both the progress indicator on each item's card and the overall progress bar at the top of the planning form. When clients make updates to their planning form, you'll receive an email and push notification depending on your notification settings. By going to the Notifications tab within the mobile app and tapping on a notification, you'll be able to see exactly what the client has changed since the last time you were notified. This is helpful to see the client's activity, especially as it gets closer to their event. From here, you can tap on the View Event button to go straight to their event. Hopefully, this gives you an insight on how powerful event planning can be through DJ Planning Center. The customizations are endless, so it's completely up to you and how you would like to collect information from your clients. Once you build out a template, you can choose to make it public so other DJs can view and import a copy into their account. Browsing public templates is also a great way to get ideas from other DJs if you need some inspiration. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out.